Alan and I, we're talking about great TV, great, intriguing stories.
I was just watching Jerry.
Yeah.
An old episode of Jerry where this dude's like, I'm in a relationship for 3 years, but I want to be dominated. I want to go to a dominatrix club. And they're like, well, we took you to one. Let's roll the tape. You see the dude get the shit beat out of him, and then he reveals under his flannel he's wearing a latex tight thing. His girlfriend's just pissed off, and people are just out there chanting about it.
And have you seen the Jerry Springer documentary on
I have. I did watch
Netflix?
the Jerry Springer documentary the other day.
And what did you think? Do you remember Springer? Were you a fan of Springer? Did you used to masturbate to Springer?
Well, yeah. I mean, were you a fan of Springer if you didn't? That's the thing. I was a fan. Let me say that.
Do you have like a favorite episode or an episode that just pops into your mind that's really memorable? He's dead.
I do know he's dead.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel when
I mean,
he died?
I think he provided a good service, you know?
But did you feel anything? Do you feel anything when famous people die?
Only if they had a real... I feel like they had a real impact on me or something.
So name someone famous that when they died, you're like, oh man, they died.
Yeah, when David Bowie died, I was bummed. Yeah.
Okay, this is a whole androgynous nature that you used to embrace,
Yeah.
right?
It's like, now I have to pick one.
I got you. I felt the same way with Freddie Mercury. I understand. But probably the most recent celebrity that I felt bad about when I learned they died, that I was surprised by, Regis Philbin. Did you know that Regis Philbin is dead?
I mean, I figured that was why he wasn't on the show anymore.
Well, he retired a couple years before he died, But I always used to watch Regis and Kathie Lee back in the day. Did you guys ever watch?
My mom was big on Regis and Kathie Lee.
And I used to masturbate to Kathie Lee.
Oh, yeah. Well, she's still on, right? Or no, I think she quit the Today Show.
I think she did.
So what are you going to do now?
For masturbating?
Yeah.
Oh, what's that one with Whoopi Goldberg?
The View.
The View. I mean, that's still on, so, I mean, instant cum, right?
Enjoy The View.
Yeah.
You're turning The View into The Tribute.
How great is it when you tell someone you want to tribute them and they think it's something else? They're like, sure, yeah, no problem. No? I'm the only guy?
Is that what you call it when you masturbate to something?
It's when you Jackson Pollock something, yeah, basically with your masturbatory endings.
Okay.
Put it romantically, yeah.
But you have to actually
you have to.
You gotta rope a dope.
Oh yeah, you can still do the ropes.
You gotta,
oh man, I remember the
just
days
dribble
of ropes.
on it. Just dribble it on the View.
Dribble, yeah. Sometimes I have to rub it on the side.
Desk, yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, do you mind just sucking it out? I don't think it's gonna shoot out.
It's like a guy just gonna milk it out like a cow.
Milk it out. Oh yeah, that's fucking virile, man.
That'll come out with some power. Speaking of shots, do you see that guy who shot himself on a podcast?
No.
Oh my god, dude. So there's this rapper, Tulo, and he's on this podcast with this guy named Mike D. And he gets respect, right? Because that's his name. But it's not that Mike D. This is a different Mike D. This is not the Mike D from the Beastie Boys. So this is the rapper Tulo. And let me pull up the actual clip because it's pretty fucking wild.
And choices we got in life, those were your choices.
Ooh.
Who shot who? Somebody got shot?
Oh.
We should have gotten the Curb Your Enthusiasm music for that because that face he was making was just so perfect for it.
And choices we got in life.
So he shot someone else on set, right?
Yeah, you can see the shot ring out of his pocket there.
Right?
Let's see if I can go frame by frame. By the way, why you got a gun in your pocket that you're just fingering the trigger of? That's
Maybe
crazy.
he's just feeling around for something else, like a Werther's original or something.
Shit, I'd take a Werther's knockoff at this point.
Those were your choices.
And that was his choice.
Who shot who?
Well, someone fell over, right? Did someone not fall over?
Oh, what if we
That's
just took
what
out
it
the sound
sounded
guy? Some gaffer's dead now.
Somebody got shot.
Maybe it was the best boy. Was it the best
The
boy?
best boy's down.
Maybe the key grip. Was it the key grip?
Ooh,
Possibly.
could have been the key grip.
I hope it wasn't Crafty.
Oh shit! Dude.
They just bring all the snacks. They don't get paid enough to get shot by Tulo.
Nah, it better it be some PA who fucking's on their first assignment, right?
An intern, that way you're just like, yeah, this didn't work out. We're gonna find someone else.
Extra college credit.
What's the name of that podcast?
It's called
Well, the
One on One with Mike D.
The rapper is Too Low. Too Low. Ooh, look at that. Building muscle after 60 comes down to one thing. Man, does it make you wonder what the thing is, right?
but they can't tell you.
No, right? You figure they would just put it there and it'd be like, click for more information on whatever it is.
I feel like we would have heard about it, you know?
Yeah, I think
Like
so.
60-year-old men, they're a talkative bunch.
Now, does this guy...
They'd probably be telling each other.
But what's with his face? Is this after he got shot or is just his non-shooting face?
Yeah, that's immediately after, I guess.
Oh, shit. That's a good... Why can't someone go on Joe Rogan and do that?
Because Joe Rogan
great.
would shoot back. I think we forget who we're dealing with here.
Do you think Joe Rogan would be upset if someone discharged a firearm in the Joe Rogan Mothership podcast?
On the experience?
That would be a hell of an experience.
Let's see. Visibly uneasy, briefly pulled part of the gun from his pocket before quickly tucking it back in. The interview resumed shortly after.
We're not done here.
No one was injured, but the incident ignited heated discussions online about what a fucking dumbass this guy was. Probably, right? Robert Eister, what do you think about this guy's gun handling?
I mean, obviously don't keep a gun in your front pocket, I would think. Get a shoulder holster.
Alec Baldwin had
Right?
better gun handling.
Yeah.
Alan, what do you think of shoulder holsters? Are those old-timey?
Well, they indicate so much movement. You have to wing your elbow out to reach in and get. So you got to reach, get this thing, and by the time you're over, you could have already just been bah. You know.
Well, what
You
about
gotta,
an ankle holster?
Well, I've got my
I
ID
think
for
ankle
you.
holsters. That's
Well,
also a move.
Or what
Yeah,
about?
because you could bend and snap that ass out, and then you shoot them.
Well, that's a good one. What about when? Because I saw in this very realistic movie From Dusk Till Dawn where this guy had a gun that popped out of his crotch belt buckle. He just spun around. So inexplicably, there was some sort of mechanism that revealed a gun inside of his belt buckle. Do you think that would be kind of cool?
Yeah, well, you're not going to have that problem.
Good point.
Solves the issue, yeah.
I think you're right, Robert
That
Eister.
takes intention. That's
Did we ever? I mean, we talked about Jerry a little bit, but did we ever show any clips or?
No, I didn't have any clips kind of downloaded. I mean, the one I was watching earlier about the dude wanting to be dominated was pretty funny.
Oh,
'Cause then
really?
it's just all these dudes being like, they go to the audience to try to, decide, is this cheating? Should they break up? And everyone's just, yeah!
yeah.
It was just, it's such a time capsule that it's just like,
Yeah.
holy shit, this was just daytime TV. I love it.
Like when they'd be like, I have a question. I have a question for you. I have a question for you. The whore.
Yeah. How come you're a prostitute with these guys? And that's the question.
And everyone went nuts.
They went nuts for insane, mean comments where you just insult the person. And then because that would usually lead to someone jumping out of their seat and them ringing the bell. Ding, ding, ding. Right?
I did see on this episode they tried to get Steve Wilkos up there to get smacked by the dominatrix.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why was the Steve Wilkos show always about someone raping someone's grandmother? It was like always the fucking
He was
darkest
trying to be
topics.
like the
bro.
more serious.
Oh, really?
Jerry.
Was he?
Yeah, that was his thing.
So tell me why you raped his grandmother and laughed about it.
He had edge.
Right.
So how come you didn't take care of your baby? She's like, I had a math test that day. There's also a lot of underage girls on his show.
So I put him in the dumpster like any good mother would.
Yeah.
Do you think they would have had the meat milker on Jerry Seinfeld? Jerry